Hi guys. So I have figured out my travel plans for the next until the 14th essentially. And I'm all packed up. I already went to breakfast and like did my packing and stuff, and I figured that like it was the same breakfast as the past two vlogs, so I wasn't gonna film it again. And I didn't go to the gym this morning. I'm actually like totally wrecked from leg day like 2 days ago, which goes to show how much, you know, strength work I actually do. Because I'm usually just doing like endurance cardio for the most part, with like the swimming. So I swim, bike, and run. So I'm training for a triathlon. But yeah, anyways, so what I'm doing right now is I'm chilling in my hotel room for like 10 more minutes. Then I have to check out, and I have it's actually kind of cool. I actually had no idea what I was going to do with my luggage, because I have my bike here with me in the box that I didn't unpack, and my suitcase. And I actually like did not want to bring pretty much anything with me to Vietnam. All I'm doing is bringing this backpack. So it's like, I'll show you guys what's actually in it once I get to Vietnam. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to Vietnam. I'm going to Ho Chi Minh City for 4 days, I guess 4 nights. Yeah, so that's exciting. I hadn't actually planned to go to Vietnam at all this trip, but I'm really excited to go. It was basically like the Russian roulette of flights, right? I just like Google flight searched, and I was like, all right, so what are my options? And Ho Chi Minh City came up, and I was like, yep, I'm gonna do that. That sounds good. Good idea. So anyways, yeah, I have a baggage service. It's actually really awesome. It's called Beluga. It's, they have kiosks in a couple malls, and like that's how it is here. There's a lot of luggage storage places. They're either in malls or in airports. But with this one, what was cool is that if you got the pickup from your hotel, they actually store it for you for free for however many days you need. So like the other ones, it was a daily rate or a pickup. It like you had to pay for both essentially. So this was really awesome. So I'm just getting my suitcase and my bike picked up in like 30 minutes, and then it'll be delivered to the airport when I come back, and I just have to pick it up there, which is really awesome. And I pay by credit card, so like all that's done already. So that's like a huge like kind of weight lifted, and then I don't have to Uber to the airport. I can just take the train, which is like 5 baht, which is like pennies. It's $1 right now is like 24 baht. So, and it takes like 45 minutes to get, and like I'm actually right next to the train station, so that's really awesome. What else? So yeah, I'll just like have you guys follow me around for a day of actual like transit traveling to see like, you know, how it goes, what I eat, and you know, all that fun stuff. So I'll probably see you guys when my luggage is getting picked up. These are the guys that are grabbing my luggage so that I can travel without having it with me. So yeah, they're really awesome. They just come and pick it up at my hotel, which is over here. I'll show you guys where I stayed. You're looking for a place that's, I mean, it's decently affordable, but it's probably, you can probably get better rates than what I did. This is where I stayed. It's called Chick Hostel. And then what's cool is that next door, it's called Prime Hotel. And it's a 5-star hotel with a gym and breakfast, and that's where you get your breakfast. And you have access to the gym and pool, which is awesome. So now I'm gonna go vent for a bit and get some food. on the train. It's kind of weird. I'm on the way to the airport. So this day has not gone the way I thought it would. I am not in Vietnam. Where am I, you say? I am in Bangkok still. Why? Because I screwed up. I can laugh about it now, but so essentially, you know how I booked Vietnam yesterday? Well, Canadians need visas to go to Vietnam, and I did not apply for said visa. So I had to, thankfully, just change my flight, but the next flight is on the 13th. Right, and I had to pay for that, and then my credit card was like, nah, I don't feel like doing anything else today, so I had to enlist the help of the Father, which, thank you, Father, to book a hotel room for these next few days and figure out what the heck I am doing. But, I mean, okay, let's go through this. Obviously, I was, like, freaking out just a little bit. So I get to the airport, and brilliant me, I mean, I got caught up in the excitement and stuff. I thought of, in the line that was lasting forever, that, to check into my flight, that I was going to double check and make sure to see, maybe I needed a visa to do this. Well, turns out I did, obviously. So, essentially, I was like, fuck. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, well, this line hasn't moved like a foot in 45 minutes, so maybe, just maybe, I'll get to the counter too late and they'll have to put me on some other flight somewhere else or change me or whatever and compensate. But no. They had to decide to send someone down the line for my flight because it was the next one leaving. And I was like, oh, hey, me. Yeah, I'm on that flight. Get to the counter, and they're like, oh, are you Canadian? Obviously, they saw my passport. I'm like, oh, yeah, what's up? Yeah. and I'm like, panic. Play dumb. And they're like, oh, you need a visa. I'm like, what? What? I need a visa? Shifty eyes. They're like, yeah, you can't get on this flight. I'm like, oh, shit, yeah. Well, I can see that. So they send me over to the other counter, and at first she's like, oh, I can change your first flight, but not your second flight return. So I would leave on the 13th and come back on the 14th and be there for like 24 hours, which I was like, no, I don't want to do that, because what's the point? Then I can't enjoy, Ho Chi Minh City. I can't actually do anything. So finally I convinced her to change both flights. It cost me almost as much money as the flight in the first place, but whatever. I screwed up. I get it. But then I'm sitting at the airport and I'm like, my payment hasn't gone through on my credit card yet. And that was the money that I had for spending for the first couple days that I was there until my payment went through. So I'm like, well, I'm a little screwed, but thank God people are amazing. And I know having a good support system is freaking vital, especially when you're traveling alone. You have to have someone that you can call and be like, hey, I'm kind of screwed. Which I did. So I was talking to my friend Tanika, and I was like, oh God, I'm panicking. And she was staying up with me, which was really awesome. And then, like, while I was waiting for Eastern time to be, like, kind of okay for me to call,
I was having this, like, moment where, and this is, it happens a lot, especially, like, with traveling full-time and not having a home base, which is, like, is my choice, and it is what I love, but there's very, very, like, few moments where, you know, I was sitting there and I was exhausted because I haven't been sleeping, as I've mentioned, like, a million times. My insomnia has been, like, kicking me in the ass over this, and I've been super busy, like, traveling around and stuff, right? So I was sitting there and I had just this moment where I was like, I just want to go home. Like, I just want to go home. I just want to, like, snuggle in my blankets with my dog and, like, forget about all this shit that is going on. But it was, like, you know, a 30-minute thing, and then I talked to my best friend and I talked to a couple people and I was like, all right, and I figured it out. And it's like, in that moment, I let myself totally and utterly feel it, because I knew that if I didn't, I was going to stay there for too long, and then I was going to get, you know, triggered into, like, a depression and stuff like that, and that's not what I want, you know? So, like, when I was feeling that, like, ugh, the tiredness and the hunger, and I was hungry on top of it, because that doesn't help anything, and I was just like, you know, I just needed to feel it for, like, 10-15 minutes, and I got to talking to people, and everything was fine after that. Which I knew in the end was going to happen, because that's how I've set it up, to be able to depend on certain people in times of crisis and stuff like that, which with anxiety and depression and traveling full-time, it's completely essential. You need to have it. It's so important. But anyways, so I booked this hotel for 3 nights, and it's kind of awesome. It's huge. It's like a freaking maze. I have to walk, like, 400 meters to get to the freaking elevator, but there's a decent gym upstairs, there's a pool outside, and then there's free breakfast, included breakfast with the room. So, you know, I have that settled out, and pretty much my plan for the next 3 days is just to take it easy, do a lot of work, so that when I go to Vietnam, I don't have to work as much, which I would have had to do in the first place, and then, like, relax and eat some good food and work and get some creative time out at the same time, so that when it comes to the time to go to Vietnam, I have enough energy to really enjoy it and really get into it, which really, I mean, in the end, it probably wouldn't have happened had I just gone now, because I'm tired, and I've been, like, going nonstop and being touristy kind of for the past week. So, like, in the end, it worked out well. You know, I'm not complaining by any means. It sucked when it happened, but now everything's all good, and I just have a couple days to chill and work and be productive and creative and work out in a gym and in a pool and whatever, and there's a couple temples around here to visit. So it all worked out in the end. And I have a couple things planned for videos for the next couple days, so I might do, like, one vlog tomorrow, because then it's kind of going to be repetitive over the days, but I'll show you guys all that stuff, and I'll be posting on Instagram and whatever. So right now my plan is, for tonight, because it is getting pretty late, but I'm hungry, so I went to 7-Eleven and I got, oh, what is it? It's this rice. So this symbol doesn't always look like that. It usually looks like a 17, but anyways, most of the green ones, you can double check them, but these are vegan. And then I find this super salty. There is rice in it, but then I've got 2 things of black rice to complement it, and some hot sauce, and some cane sugar. Not cane sugar. What is this called? Coconut nectar drink, which is really good. And then I've got some, like, supplies for the next couple days. But that is my adventure for today. Hopefully the next couple days are far more mellow. I mean, they should be. I'm not going anywhere, doing anything, so let's see what happens next, because, you know, that whole saying where, like, you know, the universe only puts you through things that you can handle. Well, I heard you, universe. Apparently I can handle a lot. So, you guys have a good day, good night, whatever point of the day that you are at, And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you like what you're seeing and you want to follow my adventures around the world dealing with crazy crap like not applying for visas, which I really should know to do. I've traveled enough to know these things. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video.